Good evening, everyone. Another day, another evening, and time for Bible story. All right. So today we'll be reading from John chapter 1, verses 35 to 42. We may go beyond as well. So before we start reading today, Sam wanted to recite a Bible verse.
In the beginning, God created the heavens and the earth.
Yes, Genesis
1:1.
1 verse 1. Okay. So Sam just recited Genesis 1 verse 1 and God bless him. Alright, so we'll be reading from John chapter 1 verses 35 to 42. It talks about Jesus' first disciple. The next day, John was there again with two of his disciples. When he saw Jesus passing by, he said, "Look, the Lamb of God." When the two disciples heard him say this, they followed Jesus. Turning round, Jesus saw them following and asked, "What do you want?" "Rabbi," which means teacher, "where are you staying?" "Come," he replied, "and you will see." So they went and saw where he was staying and spent that day with him. It was about the 10th hour. Andrew, Simon Peter's brother, was one of the two who heard what John had said and who had followed Jesus. The first thing Andrew did was to find his brother Simon and tell him, "We have found the Messiah, that is, the Christ." And he brought him to Jesus. Jesus looked at him and said, "You are Simon, son of John. You are Simon, son of John. You will be called Cephas," which, when translated, is Peter. Alright, that was today's Bible reading, and I hope God must be giving you, and surely is giving you some new revelation, some new insight, something new that we, each one of us, can grow on. So today is the last day of 2024, and I hope everyone, each of us, have made some plans, have made some commitments for this coming year. And having said that, what I would like to share is that David was the king of Israel. Solomon was also the king of Israel, and he was the wealthiest of all kings. And one thing, although they were king, ruler, they had soldiers, thousands of soldiers, they had wealth. But if you read, Solomon says, "Lean not on your understanding," in the book of Proverbs, right? So, although they were rich, although they had everything they had, but they came to God, always seeking help, always seeking surrender, always leaning on Him, leaning not on their own understanding, leaning on His understanding. Only a helpless man, somebody who has no help, can look up to heaven and say, "Where does my help come from?" So in the book of Psalms we read that though David was king, he said, it's written in the Psalm, "My help comes from the Lord, the maker of heaven and earth." So David, being a king, he always sought the help of God. So we may have some plans for this coming year. We may have some great ambition. We may have done very well, but what God really wants us is to rely on Him. Always trust Him all the time. I believe all of us may have trusted Him. So coming year, let us keep our eyes focused more on Jesus, more than ever before. Continue to trust Him. And though we may have everything we may have everything we need, let us continue to surrender by asking God for His guidance, His wisdom, and His understanding, and His blessing. So I wish you a very, very good sleep tonight, which is the last day of the year. And in advance, Happy New Year to everyone.